It is not enough that I succeed. Everyone else must fail.
Seems fair.
One of my favorite comments that we got the past week or so is a dude named Bliss Brigade.
Hey, Bliss Brigade.
He says, you might hate me, but Superman 3 is my favorite Superman movie to rewatch just because it's so wacky and lacking direction. I actually like how it doesn't feel like a proper Superman movie and focuses on Gus Gorman being the de facto main character. So also the whole idea of Lex Luthor being an evil multimillionaire appears to have originated from Superman 3, with Websco becoming LexCorp, etc. As far as I know, Luthor was portrayed as a mad scientist or underground criminal before Superman 3. Is that true?
So what's the year on Superman 3?
Superman 3 would be 83, I think.
Okay. Well, there's a little bit of truth to that. You could say that the idea in the comics of Luthor being a businessman and a wealthy dude kind of did come from, I'm not sure I would give it to Superman 3 because Superman 3, that's a Lex stand-in and they decided to make him a business dude, but that's not really Lex, but I see where they're going with that.
Come on, Bubba, you're wasting your rockets.
Within 2 or 3 years of Superman 3 is when Crisis on Infinite Earths happened, and then right after John Byrne did his reboot, and then he made Luthor combo, like a public-facing multi-billionaire type guy, but who also has evil scientific plans. It's kind of true that the Bronze Age, which we grew up in, Luthor was just a supervillain. Like he was a scientist and he'd go, I now have built this battle suit that will help me take down Superman, and that's for making me bald. Again, we always go back. His whole motivation is, how dare you make me lose my hair? So Luthor was the world's most brilliant guy, but he wasn't again, a public figure millionaire. He was just a baddie. And yes, it wasn't until about 86 with Byrne that they decided, oh no, he's only evil. People don't know. He's actually seen as like this, just billionaire tech guy. So kinda, I'm not sure if Byrne, when he decided to do his reboot, saw Superman 3 and was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the key to my Luthor.
Yeah, but
I would hope not.
It does. The timing works out like he's saying. That's interesting.
It's possible.
All right, Webster, the game's over.
It's interesting to me too that Gunn started off with that version of Luthor, the business owner Luthor.
Yeah.
But then right at the end of the first movie, he goes,
he's going to jail for the first time. But I love.
I wonder if Gunn just prefers the old version of Lex, and he's just like, let's start off here and go back to the the Silver Age.
What would be interesting? I mean, I assume Man of Tomorrow will deal with it. The aftermath, like, does Luthor Core? I have to admit, I like Lex Core better. I know that it just rolls off the tongue better. Luthor
better ring,
Core.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I don't know why he felt the need to change it unless it's like, screw you, John Byrne, you're not getting any royalties. But anyway, so the whole thing, does that company stay? I mean, does it change its name?
Right.
Does anyone rise to is this like, I've taken it over? Does Wayne buy them out and it becomes, Wayne Tech or something?
Yeah. I mean, also does Lex get redeemed like he appeared to, that was the thing he was offered by
Rick Flag.
Yeah, Rick. Yeah, he said chance for redemption, I think is what he
Chance
said.
for redemption. But the public already knows that the guy was willing to literally open a gash in reality and destroy Earth. So it's like, I don't know how the public's going to be like going, yay, he's back. He makes my cell phone.
I was wondering about this the other day because I was watching you mentioned Super Friends. I was watching a video about Super Friends facts, which was pretty fun. And one of the things mentioned there was a Hall of Doom and their skull shaped swamp base,
the Legion of Doom.
And we already have in the DCU, we've got the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice,
which of course originated with Super Friends, and I'm kind of wondering if is Gunn steering us towards
if he is, and it's 5 years from now, and there's a movie that shows Luthor and like the Joker and Solomon Grundy and whoever, and the thing rises up out of a swamp, I will lose my shit. And there's no detective in the world that's smart enough to help me find that shit. It will be permanently gone.
I really lost you.
I will not believe it.
Silence.
I mean, because again, Gunn loves doing that kind of thing. And you know that he was sitting there going, oh, there's a building that is literally the one they based the Hall of Justice on. We'd be stupid not to have a Hall of Justice. Fucking love it.
There's so many brilliant things about the way he implemented it too, because it's still in real life, it's a train station.
Right.
But in the movie, it's also the former train station.
Yeah. And literally, because the Justice Gang is still new themselves, there's only 3 of them, and this is all for them.
And you can see they've just moved in.
And you know that the whole thing is like, they'll keep building out. We'll get a Justice League someday. And that's where they will hang out, and I will be so happy.
There's also this weird meta thing, which may not have been intentional, but I'm sure Gunn must have occurred to him at some point during production, that Luthor's base in the original Superman film, which is one of his favorite movies, is also, a former subway station, a train station.
Yeah, which was a great HQ.
So it was kind of interesting, that scene, to see signs in the background saying train A or track B, behind him. I was like, this is just like, it was so reminiscent of the Luthor
The only
base.
thing he missed out on was a music cue, because if they had done da 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 da, I would have lost my shit. And again, never to see it again. So yeah, thanks for the comment. I mean, that's my speculation anyway. And you're welcome to love Superman 3. As I've said before, my friend Ibrahim, who I would love to have on here someday, to just explain why he loves Superman 4 above all the others. Yeah. He is a huge Superman 4 defender, and I don't get it.
I know. Well, get it. This dude is not claiming that Superman 3 is good. He's just saying he enjoys it,
he can rewatch it a lot. Yeah, it is weird.
And I get it.
Always follow the P.
Buddy McCain says, I will forever follow the P.
I don't know if that saying is that saying going to get us in trouble at some point? But no, I'm glad you're following the P.